I'm gonna be real with y'all. Most of the manifestation advice on the internet and on YouTube sucks. And I know this as somebody who has watched, at least I used to literally binge manifestation content. Like I used to binge people's content, hundreds of videos. If I could show y'all my like history of all the manifestation videos, if I had a way to like compile it, I promise you, at least maybe 300 videos, I promise you that I've watched on manifestation, books I've read, even down to I'm gonna be what's called, I love Neville down bad, but some of his advice I couldn't take it because it just didn't apply to me, or like it didn't work in my life or my scenarios, right? Most of it sucks. I'm gonna tell you why. Most people, I think, in the manifestation communities, especially law of assumption, they have this like this perfection mindset where all you have to do is affirm that things are better. All you have to do is affirm. All you have to do is robotically affirm. All you have to do is list subliminals. And then what happens when the trauma comes up? What happens when there's generational stuff to deal with? What happens when there's subconscious stuff to deal with? So we're going to talk about that today. Like I said, it might be some unpopular opinions, but whatever. Anyway, so common mistakes that I think people make when they're listening to like mainstream, and by mainstream I mean the people out here with millions of followers. That's fine. I aspire to have millions of followers, but like people that listen to people like that. The first thing is toxic positivity. Like I said, avoiding the real things that are stopping you from manifesting. In the video I just made before this, I was talking about how you might be manifesting something and you get the opportunity to do it and you fold under pressure, like you get scared to go through with it. And one of them might be like, oh, just affirm that everything's fine. And then what happens when you keep folding, like when you get scared of something, or your subconscious, like I said, tells you that something isn't safe or you're not supposed to be doing it. I feel the same way about recording videos. Like literally, I don't like, not to say I don't like recording, but I don't like editing videos. I don't like half of the process of making content. So I will fold and be like, I'm just not gonna make it. But at the end of the day, if I don't make it, how the fuck I'm supposed to teach all the stuff that I know and do the thing I know I'm supposed to do? Thank you. Okay. So anyway, so two is they skip the subconscious work. It's the same thing I just said. Like it's not just about saying affirmations for things to be better. And I used to teach people that as well, which is very fucking toxic. And the universe had to teach me that you can manifest by using positive affirmations. But at the end of the day, you have to also, like, how do people be like, journal? Journaling is important. Doing shadow work is important. Learning why you act the way you act, probably because your mama act that way and she raised you, or your daddy act that way and he raised you, or you grew up with your cousins acting that way. Like, it's a certain reason why you act the way you act and you do the things that you do. And trying to bypass that through manifestation and just saying, oh, even though my whole family is broke and been poor all my life and they've been in poverty and my ancestors went through this, I'm a millionaire, I'm rich, and you just keep saying that shit's not working. I've seen people do it. I've seen people literally come to me and be like, how do you manifest money? I've been saying these affirmations over and over. I'm like, okay, well, I can see in your subconscious patterning, I can see in the way that you talk, the way that you present yourself, that you don't believe shit that you're saying. You don't believe that you're rich. You don't believe you're a millionaire. You don't believe that money comes to you easily. But you're just saying that shit because a manifestation coach told you to get in here and robotically affirm a million times. And you've been doing it for years and it hasn't worked, girl. Listen, go write in that fucking journal. Anyway, I don't mean to curse at y'all. I don't mean to curse. Okay. So anyway, another thing is the whole let go and forget about it. The like just detached. I have been in situations where I needed to pay my rent and I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent. I didn't know what I was going to do at all. And I would listen to manifestation videos and they'd be like, oh, just visualize it as this and just forget about it and just detach. And here go my landlord texting me like, girl, where's the rent? How am I supposed to forget about that? If you're sick, if somebody's sick and they have some type of illness going on and you're telling them just forget about it, but the doctor is telling them this, but their family is this, their family's bringing it up, like sometimes it's hard to just do that. Okay. So we're not going to skip that. I mean, like I said, a lot of coaches are going to tell you to skip it. I'm not going to tell you to skip it. As someone who has successfully manifested myself out of a lot of shit, I'm not going to tell you to skip it. Okay. It's okay to acknowledge certain things that you go through without staying stuck on it. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. So I want to tell you how to manifest the right way, and this is the right way, obviously, according to me. I have a process called blueprints. Okay, it's a celestial blueprint. I take all of your information, your aura, your birth chart, different things, and I put it together to help you figure out how to manifest specifically for you. That will be dropping, I don't know when. Okay, that will be dropping whenever phase 3 of the network drops, which is probably around March. We'll see. Don't hold me to it, but when that comes out, I'll let y'all know. But for right now, this is what I have. So the first thing is subconscious alignment. You need to reprogram your beliefs, not just write over them. If let's say your beliefs are like a piece of paper, like a note paper, right? And you have all these beliefs that money is hard to make, your mama was poor, your ancestors went through this, it's hard to get a job, the economy is messed up, college is this much, it takes this much to get a job. You have all these beliefs, right? And then you start to manifest and you start to just literally write over the same words. Like you didn't erase anything, honey. You just started writing over it. This is easy. This is this. I am this. Now I'm rich. Now it's is this. Now the economy. Okay, perfect. Right over it. But what do you see on there? A bunch of jumbled up shit on the paper. You can't read any of it. Okay. So we're not going to just write over our beliefs with some random positive shit. We're gonna reprogram it. We're gonna figure out a way to get to neutral grounding. So instead of going from like money is hard to come by, money is hard to make, straight into I'm rich, we're gonna go from money is hard to come by to I notice money in my life. Money is right there. Money is right here. Start pointing out money. What are there's buildings around you, there's business around. We can tap more into that in another video, but like you don't want to go straight from bottom to like extreme, oh my gosh, or like whatever. No. We're gonna get to a point of neutrality where we can just money. We can just notice that money is accessible to us. Notice that there are job opportunities. Notice that there are things that you can do to get yourself in alignment with wealth. Um, I don't know if I said this in this video, whatever. If you click the link in the description, one of the links, there's going to be multiple links, honey. It's going to be a link that will take you somewhere that will teach you about digital products, about creation, how to make content on social media, how to sell things, whatever, okay? For business owners. If you want to make some more money, it's going to be down there. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna reprogram our beliefs. We're not just gonna write over the paper, write over the stuff on the paper, and try to make it something new. We're gonna completely erase everything on that paper, and then we're gonna rewrite with new beliefs. Okay. The second one, which I think is very underrated, is I'm hearing the word emotional mastery, but I want to say like nervous system regulation. Like, so I've been taking magnesium. I'm not telling you how to do none of this shit. It's just what I do for this one little part. I've been taking magnesium. I've been taking matcha. I've been taking these little mood pills. I do have some more in my purse. I'm not gonna show you. I'm not plugging none of these things until not yet, honey. Okay, but anyway, emotional regulation, like learning how to calm yourself down, how to breathe when you get anxious, when you get nervous, when you start to feel scared about something. Because I feel like that's the time when you revert back into those situations. Like if you have a bill coming up, and like first you're calm, you're saying your affirmations, you're meditating, whatever, and then something happens to trigger you, and now you feel frantic. Now your emotions are all over the place, and you can't make good decisions. So nervous system regulation is going to help you to like breathe. It's going to help you to feel calm all the time, like this calm, just confident, just like just feeling like okay, like feeling normal, like regular. Okay, you don't feel anxious, you don't feel like you have to do anything or that something's not working, like you just feel calm. And I feel like that's a big key to manifestation that a lot of people ignore. It's just being calm. And I really want to say just not caring, not really not caring, but like just feeling real calm, just like cool. Okay. The third one is identity based manifestation. So become the version of you. The first manifestation that a lot of people use is I am, which is your identity. It's who you are. Somebody ask your name. I am this. A lot of people who feel a certain way or not feel a certain way, but like they'll be like, I am broke or I am sad, I am sick. Like when you're saying all these things, you're manifesting them. So identity based is you basically taking who you are, saying I am in front of something that's positive. Like I said, we're going to get to neutrality first. We're not going to skip straight ahead. You're not going to go straight from, and you can, maybe it works for some people, but I've noticed that in myself, in my clients, and even people that I see on the internet, it doesn't work for them. So you're not going to go straight from I am sick to I am healthy. Okay. You can go from I am sick to I'm okay. I'm sick to I am, you can even go to healthy. I feel like that's good. Like, but don't make it so like extreme. At least in my experience, don't make it so extreme to where as though you can't believe what you're saying. Go from something that you feel is true within yourself, even if it's bad, right? And then you're gonna go to something that is believable, right? Something where you can say it and it don't make your stomach feel in knots. You can say it and it don't make you feel like you're lying to yourself or you're being delusional. And once again, I had to unpack all of that for myself as well because I was a toxic positivity delusional manifester. I used to be like, Delulu is the Salulu. Delulu was not the Salulu. I felt so dumb being delusional. I hated that shit. I could not go from like when I was telling myself stuff that I did not believe, it didn't work for me. And like I said, some people it may work for. If it works for you, I'm not talking to you. But if you're one of the people where you still feel like your manifestations are not working and you try to be delusional, you try to do your affirmations, you try to rewrite it, not rewrite it, you try to just say all this positive shit and it's not working, this video is for you, okay? Because we're going to rewrite and then we're going to become the person that we want to be. Hello, if you want to be rich, you're going to start to become that person instead of just saying you're rich all the time. You're going to take opportunities. You're going to go and get the things that you want, or at least be open enough for them to come to you. Okay, so this is exactly why I created the network, so that I could teach people how to bridge between spiritual and physical. Because there was a point before I even got into all the spirituality stuff, I was very practically based. I was very like, go get the money, go work for the money, go start this business, go do this, like very hustler. And then I got to a point where I had to rely on spirit. I had to rely on God for the things that I needed because the practicality just wasn't working out, right? But I got so deep into that spirituality that I ended up going through spiritual psychosis. I ended up homeless because I couldn't manage myself practically. Like, and then once I learned how to merge them two back together, it was up from there. I'm telling you. So if you're in a place where you feel like you're just being so spiritual, you're being so obedient, whether it's to the universe, to God, whatever, and it's just not working out, or you maybe feel like you're in a place where you have all the practical things together, but you're missing that connection with the universe, you're missing that connection with God. I have, like I said, built a system that teaches you how to merge them into the two. So you can go down to the link in the description. You're going to see, once you click on my website, it's going to be like one side is for spiritual and 1111. So if you're spiritual and you've been thinking about this is for you. Okay, so on one side is going to be the spiritual, excuse me, on one side is going to be the practical. And like I said, I would recommend do both so you can have a balance, but do one or the other, whichever one you feel like. If you feel like you want to be more connected to God within yourself, okay, hello, or you want to be more connected to money and money manifestation, also along with spirituality, you're going to go to the other side. Okay, so yeah, if you're tired of getting stuck, like I was saying, you're doing this stuff, it's not working, you're ready for a real transformation, check out those links. Drop a comment if this video helps you in any way. Save it, share it with a friend. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting my channel, who has been subscribing. Love you much. And that's what I got, girl. Bye.